also flow. I was scared to let it all go. Didn't know myself, but now I know. Time's just a foreign paradigm. Nothing will stop this beautiful peace of mind. Free to go wherever I wanna go. So maybe we can just let it all go. Time's just a foreign paradigm. Nothing will stop this beautiful peace of mind. Free to go wherever I wanna go. So chase the wind and just let it all go.
Kiwi Radio. My friend Vinny is saying hello there in the chat room and loving the idea of flow state. Thank you, brother. It's nice when you feel like you've been graced with inspiration, right? Because I, for one, never quite know where that comes from. Like muse, it's almost like I don't know if you look at it from a holistic or spiritual point of view, but I often just wonder where it comes from. Really.
Yeah. Sometimes it almost feels like a drop down.
Yeah, it's
And
a
you're like, where's
drop
this
being
come
down.
from?
Where is it coming from? Yeah, absolutely. It's a gift, I think.
Yeah.
It's a gift that keeps on giving, and that's why I always say music. I was speaking to a really fantastic singer-songwriter, L.A. Mitchell, and she was saying that, there's this reintroduction of music into society that actually it means a lot more than just maybe charting in the top 10 or making money or anything like that. She's actually started like a grief choir for women, and
wow.
she found that like just that sense of community like really rewarding. And so I think there's that reintroduction of music just being like almost like a spiritual thing, or I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's quite a powerful form of artwork, and I really enjoyed that one. So you mentioned that was your first production.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's so cool. So take us to your next song then, and we've got Atmosphere lined up here.
Yeah.
This is your latest single as well.
Yeah. This is a single that I put out earlier this year, in January. And this one's a funny one because it wasn't necessarily written about anything in particular. It was actually kind of a little bit, I don't know how to put it. I was kind of like wanting to make a song that was really summery, because I personally love music that has a really like nice euphoric feel. You put it on, you're on a road trip in the car and you put it on and it's like you just instantly feel like your mood's been elevated, and you just want to have like a nice road trip or whatever summer activities, and you just have like that sort of summery music. So I wanted to make a song that was like that, but I didn't actually have anyone that I was particularly writing it about. It was kind of made up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's the beauty
and
of
I think songwriting.
Songwriting is, and I mean this goes with any kind of storytelling, right? There's the actual fact, right, of what happened, and there's kind of the creative version of it, So anyway, sorry to interject, but yeah.
No, that's all good. So I wanted a real feel good song, and then like I said, it wasn't about anyone in particular. But then the funny thing was, I think I wrote that song, and then 2 weeks later I met my current partner, and when I hear that song now, I think of him, because a lot of it kind of reminds me of him, and some of the moments we've shared together and stuff. Like we just went on a road trip down south together for like 2 weeks, and he made actually a music video for that as well.
That's cool.
Shout out to my partner, by the way, Matthew Costello. His Instagram's at the Silly Duffers. He's done amazing visual stuff for me. So he didn't ask me to put him in, by the way. I just thought I would credit him.
Hey, it's
'Cause,
nice to celebrate the people that hold us up, because this
yeah,
this this creative outlet can be kind of lonely at times, and when you've got that one
oh,
other
definitely.
person, you and that one other can take on the world, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's cool that he helps out. That's awesome. So
yeah,
shout out, Matt. You're the man.
yeah. I also want to, I don't know if he's listening to this, but I also want to shout out Kahu Isby, who did the
I love that
production
guy.
for
You know
this.
what? He is such a young up and coming producer
Oh,
that
I
does,
know.
like, who does he
Yeah,
do? Imiju J or something? Who's his cousin, by the
yeah.
way. I deep dive into New Zealand music. I like find every intricate interview, and I'm like with my pen and paper, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is that. So his cousin is in a group with him, but he also is in
Ah,
like a guitarist for a rock group, and he produces a lot. Man, he's an
I
exciting
know.
fella to
Yeah,
keep an eye on.
totally. He's absolutely smashing it. Super, super
Smash.
talented guy. Yeah,
Oh
amazing. And
yeah.
like he just did such a good job on this production. Yeah, he made the song. Well, like I mean, I wrote like majority of the lyrics. He did some co-writing on the end. So the "You and I" atmosphere line at the end, that was his idea. But he smashed it on all the mixing and mastering, production. Yeah, a big reason why the song sounds the way it is and is what it is because of him. So yeah.
Here's a fun factoid for all you Kiwi music fans. Like, if you love the gold nuggets and stuff, if you head over to my YouTube
Yeah.
channel, which is youtube.com/@Kiwiradio.nz, head over to like the Kiwi remixes. There's one of
Right.
him, which you're talking about, with his cousin Jola Burns, and they did a song called
Oh, right.
Arcadia. And I sampled
Okay.
it because it had some really interesting 8-bit Nintendo sounds on it. So I turned it into
Hmm.
like Shrillex future bass style. And he
Yeah.
actually messaged me and he was like, "What the? This is awesome!" Like, I'm like, "Well, it's a reimagine." Because I've been listening to a lot of interviews by Fatboy Slim, which is really interesting because
Oh, yeah, yeah.
he's a producer. He like remixes his most famous song being "Praise You," right? And what he was
Yeah.
saying in the interview is, especially in like the 90s era, anything went. So he would sample songs, like 3 or 4 songs, and put it into one new song. And so I'm like in
Oh,
that
right.
real mode at the moment. Like, so even if I like, I don't know, especially with electronic music, I'll take the chorus, but then I'll put a new verse or something. And I'm like, anything goes, right?
Yeah,
and
100%. Yeah.
and I did this. I've actually, by the way, everyone, I've released a brand new Spotify EP, and there's a song on there called "This Song Is For You." And interesting fact, I was listening to another radio station host that shares the Kiwi Radio limelight. His name is Simon Towers, and he has a breakbeat show on Thursday nights. It's simulcast on upfm.co.nz as well. But anyways, I was listening to his music and he was DJing, and there was this one song that had this little lick. It was like 4 notes, but I changed it. So I took the 4 notes, but kind of changed the accents, changed the patch, the rhythm altogether. But I
Hmm.
always find like, you can always, I don't know, find inspiration somewhere, eh? And then
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go for it, right?
Definitely, definitely. I think it's all about like playing around with different stuff.
Yeah.
And that was what was awesome as well with Kahu, was like he brought forward ideas, that were fresh and exciting for the song. So yeah,
We
it
got to
was really
remind
awesome.
ourselves as musicians that when we are creating music, we too need to be excited by it, and there is an element of play with that, right? So you're
Yeah.
literally in the sandbox playing around with different patterns, different options and possibilities, and then if you're excited about it, I translate that to other people's excitement of it. So
Yeah.
when you're working with Kahu, is it Kahu? Kahu.
Yeah, Kahu.
When do
Yeah.
you know you've got like that magic mix of formula?
Well, the funny thing was when I first had like the session with him, he had kind of already done a lot on it. So I sent him the track, because what I do is I kind of make the basis of the track myself, very amateurly. Like I either use BandLab or GarageBand, so definitely amateur stuff. But I like to make a basis of the track and then put the vocals on it, and then I sent him that, and then he uses Ableton for his production stuff. So when I came in and I sat down and he played like just what he had already got at that point, and I was like, wow, like he'd taken a song that had potential and turned it into something that I was like, wow, this actually is sounding, quite radio ready and 10 times better than what I I had made. But yeah, I think throughout the process with him, it was really like fun and creative, and he just knows what he's doing. So yeah,
And you
it
add your
was
sauce to
really
it
good.
too, right? Because I find that for me, I relate when there's some sort of storyteller with the music, whether it's a
Mm.
lyricist or thing. So you play your part of the mix too, and I'm really excited by that. You're good at what you do. Now, just read us some of the comments. So Daniel has joined us in the chat tonight. He's always here every week. It's awesome, Daniel. You are literally our number one fan, I think. So thank you. Really appreciate you. And also Vinny's in the chat room saying flow state is about letting go and of all thought and control, allowing feeling and intuition to take over. That's
Wow,
it.
I like that.
I do. Yeah, very thoughtful, Mr. Vinny. Yeah, so should we play the music?
Yeah, sounds good.
And then we'll have a chitty wag again. It's the fastest hour tonight, especially because we had 10 minutes of off-air tech
Technical
stuff. But
difficulty.
the tech gods have re-entered tonight because the YouTube stream's going well now. So if in doubt, people, turn the machine on and off again. That's the number one thing I remembered in tech triage. It always works every time. Atmosphere is the next track by Amelia Power. So that answers your question, Dan. We're talking to Amelia Power. Go check her out. Tell her you heard the music on Kiwi Radio.
Dancing underneath the sun, golden hour beams, feels like a dream. Summer's only just begun. Salt on my skin, bottles of gin. Doesn't matter where we're going or where we've been. How about we just jump right in? Windows roll down, got the wind all through my hair. Life's so short, so let's try not to care. Windows roll down, yeah, we got nothing to fear. I like the vibes in our own atmosphere. Follow me down to the coast, take you to the place I love the most. Summer's only just begun. Light in your eyes, feel so high. Leave all your troubles behind. Just you and I, but I just call you mine. Windows roll down, got the wind all through my head. Life's so short, so let's try not to care. Windows roll down, yeah, we got nothing to fear. I like the vibes in our own atmosphere. Letting my worries all fade. You're taking all my pain away. 'Cause when you're by my side, everything just feels so right. You and I, atmosphere. 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 You and I, atmosphere.
Oh, feeling that. Oh, yeah. You see my head bopping up and down there in the video room. Woo! I love that. Feeling it. You and I, in the atmosphere. You and yeah, EDM remix. Anyone? That's awesome. Love it. Now, that song was written by Amelia Power and production, mixing, and mastering by Kahu SB, otherwise known as Kahuranga Sanson Burnett. I found a quote from you saying that we often forget to notice and be grateful for the small things that cross our paths. I find that very deep and relatable. So, thinking on that thought, what's one small thing or anything like that you're really grateful for in 2025?
Yeah, I think a big one for me for being grateful for is actually just family and like having the ones around us. I think a lot of the time, we can take for granted, like, you know people that love us and support us and stuff. And and I feel like my family has just been so supportive with me and my music. And I'm actually moving up to Auckland next week. So
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Is that for like travel or why the move?
The move mainly is for my music. I'm wanting to expand a lot more this year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing a songwriting and musicianship course at SAE.
Oh, lovely. Yep,
So
cool.
yeah. So I'm mainly moving up there to hopefully open a few more doors and just be somewhere that, will be hopefully more expansive with music and stuff. But
And Matt's joining you with the suitcase pack?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that a loaded question? Sorry if it was, but I just presumed.
Yeah, I'm still figuring stuff out. But,
okay, logistics still. Okay, well, Matt, when you find the one,
Follow your heart, mate.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
Yep.
This message is brought to you by Elmo and the letter E.
I love my sound effects board here. It just it
you've
takes
got a
on my
variety.
multi-personality and puts it into the real world. I don't know. It's just fun. It's when there's awkward moments on the show like that, like now. It's a great button. Anyways, we hope your move is great and the course is resourceful. And also it's that alumni, isn't it? It's the people you meet in college, isn't it? That's what I found.
Yeah, 100%.
That's almost as resourceful as the information you're gonna soak up, the technical stuff, but it's the alumni, it's the people you meet. So that's very exciting. Well, I hope you consider even while you're here, take that opportunity to do an in-studio performance here at Kiwi Radio. Time is limited though for me, so I don't know if we can make that happen, but I'll let you know the availability after the show. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then we're still friends. But yeah, we've had a few musicians sign the Wall of Fame here in person. So thank you to Miss Mia, Gabriel Leggett, Coco Charles. I've got this like board piece of wood that I found. It was part of like the house, you know what I mean? And it was like a spare piece of wood. And I think that piece of wood is gonna be worth quite a bit in 30 years' time when when New Zealand sinks underwater and people uncover it. I think they'll be like, wow, there's so much New Zealand music history in this one piece of wood. So that's what I'm hoping anyway. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's very exciting. I was going to ask you for a third song, but I believe that's it's a punchy 2-song set for you today. So I guess it's time for the plug. Is there anything you want to share that's up? I mean, there's the move. That's a big one, of course. But in terms of release schedule or anything like that?
Yeah. So I'm actually going to be working on another song with Kahu this month at some point.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. And then I've also been in contact with Jack Rowlandson, who I think Casey, who was on the last call.
Oh,
She
yeah.
had worked with him. Yeah. So lots of new music coming. I've got lots of demos brewing. Just need some work on them production wise, and then I'm going to be putting them up because I think this year for me, I really want to build more of a catalog on my Spotify and music and stuff. Just so when people click onto me, you know, there isn't just 2 songs there. Like I've got actually a decent amount that people can listen to. So yeah, keep that flow going with putting out the songs.
The flow state.
And flow state. And I would love to learn a bit more on production this year. I think my heart's with the songwriting and the singing, but to be able to learn more production as well, I think would be quite valuable for me.
Yeah, even if you take it in, micro action points, right? I always find that when we're working towards a goal. So, Amelia, as part of my day job, I work with the disabled community in their goal planning, and a lot of the time, the people I support, they can be overwhelmed with goals, right? And they maybe have too much on their plate. And I always tell them, put it in action points that are manageable and sizable, and spread that out through your schedule, right? So because you got to celebrate the wins as they happen. The fact that you've released 2 songs, there are still artists out there that struggle to release that first one, right? And I find that once you've got that over that first hurdle, it comes more and more naturally. And the exciting thing about you learning production, and take it from me, and one of my life lessons is I went to the UK on an OE, and I booked a studio for about 5 days, hired some session musicians, and we managed to get the work done for like 3 songs, but we had the skeleton stems of 2 others, right? So anyways, I asked the engineer if I could have those stems as WAV files. It took a while for me to kind of get the other 2 out, but because I knew production or learnt it along the way and had those files, those songs still came out, but just at a different timeline. So that's the great thing about production, is that if you're struggling to come across the finish line, or maybe there's schedules that are clashing, and you can't find a producer or this or that, right? It helps crossing it over the finish line. What do you think?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, totally agree. I was also going to say, I feel like as well with, beginner independent artists, we get so caught up in feeling like we need to, get to that finish line. But I think it's actually about just making that progress as you go, and celebrating it as you go, and, not getting too much in your head.
It's exciting when you... Yeah. And, I've seen the other end of that side too, where people manure too much on releasing something, so they in a way have paralysis in analysis, right? I've seen some musicians go, oh, the tone is not quite right, or this or that. There's nothing stopping you from re-releasing a revision, or like a remix, or remaster, right? There's nothing stopping with you in that. And there's a perfect example. I have a friend in the UK who's a roadie for the Temper Trap, and they have that radio song Sweet Disposition, the sweet...
Yeah, great song.
Disposition. Sorry, I had to have a moment there. And so they had like an Australian-New Zealand mix of that. And they didn't realize that it took off. Like, you obviously, like, the song picked up on blogs and whatever, and it got a sync. No artist can predict that, right? So they were like, okay, well, we've got the stems, we've got the files, we're going to do like a US version. So that's why you sometimes see artists put out like they put in brackets US version. Do you notice that?
Yeah. Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why there's nothing stopping you, because that's the cool thing about a song is you never quite know, right? It is kind of like betting on a horse, but you just never know what will happen with that horse, you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's nothing stopping you from remaking it. That's pretty cool. So, in saying that, though, you've got 2 songs out. Did you find that, how many stages of demo did you find that these songs were in before this current reiteration?
Not much, to be honest. Paradigm, I think, was wasn't actually like he did a lot of the mixing, mastering, and tuning it, but it wasn't changed a whole lot from the original demo. He just kind of
Yeah.
cleaned it up because he wanted to kind of keep the original concept
The feel.
and the feel, yeah. And that was kind of, I think, nice for Paradigm because it kind of suits more of the vibe of the song.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I made the track first and then I wrote the lyrics for it.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, so
kind of
you
built
had
it
like
that
the
way.
music bed first, the
Yeah,
instrumental.
yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. So I just
That's
kind of
cool.
I usually just use like loops and then I kind of create, just a
Yeah.
basis or something. And
Okay.
then I sent that to Kahu and that's when he started working his magic on it,
Yep.
which I think, he spent a decent amount of time on it. I can't say for sure exactly how much time he spent, but I know he did work on it pretty hard. So, yeah.
That's cool. That's sounds like a great collaboration. I'm very excited of that song that you're going to be working on next month. Please send it through the inbox if and when you're ready. We, of course, would love to champion your music. And finally, the plug. Where can people connect with you or find your music? You take the floor and tell us where you want people to find you.
Yeah. So I'm just Amelia Power on Spotify and Apple Music, all the streaming platforms. So just Amelia and then Power. So yeah, that's my artist name. My old artist name was Mila, but I actually changed it to Amelia Power. So that's the new name. And then on my Facebook, I'm just Amelia Power Music. On TikTok, I am Amelia R Power Music. And then I believe it's the same for that on Instagram. They're all pretty similar. There's just maybe like one letter difference for them. But yeah, just type in Amelia Power Music on socials and I should come up.
On Instagram, that's where I found you. You're Amelia Power Music C. There's 2 C's, I know.
Yes. I think Amelia Power Music wasn't available, so I had to add the extra C at the end.
That's such a Kiwi thing, music. Oh, maybe that's like the echo, the delay, right? Music.
Oh yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
a good way of looking at it.
I'm being silly. Now you touched on a previous Kiwi artist that we've interviewed called Casey Penelame. I'm gonna close off the show with one of her songs, but do you recall what your favorite one of hers is? I know what mine is, but I'm just wondering. We're taking a bit of a vote here, a bit of a poll.
Yeah. I personally thought all her songs were amazing, but I really liked I Believe in Ghosts.
Me
I thought
too.
That was a cool song.
I thought so too. Now, fun story, because I interviewed her the other week. I can't remember who she said that she... So there's a guy that sings the last chorus, and he's a really cool...
Reese Milton, I think.
Thank you very much. You saved the bell.
Yeah.
It is Reese Milton. How did you know that?
I think I've followed him and he's followed me in just music world and Nelson sort of thing.
Okay.
And yeah, I recall her saying, I have a good memory. I'm a bit weird like that. I'll remember kind of weird things. Yeah. I remember her saying that.
Do you believe in synchronicity?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, cause get this. Reese Milton has a song called Atmosphere.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
There we go. There's a music video out on YouTube, by the way. It was released 4 years ago. Reese Milton, Atmosphere.
Oh,
Synchronicities.
Cool. Yeah.
And I'd be worried, though, if it was the exact same melody. I don't think it is. No, I'm looking at his lyrics. It's different. Okay. You're safe. We're good. Well, that's pretty much the show. It's pretty nice, sweet one. When there's 2 songs, there's not much to say. I just kind of let the music speak for itself, do the plug, and that's it, really. So I will sign off with a Casey song. Do you have anything else you might want to share before we kind of kick things off?
I was also going to quickly mention that I am working on, she's kind of doing majority of it, but there's this German DJ, her name is Lalena Music, and she's going to be doing a bit of a remix sort of thing, taking the vocals from Atmosphere.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that. It's kind of like house music. sort of thing with my vocals from that song. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I think her username is La Lena Music. Really talented DJ over in Germany.
Yeah, I'm
And
following
yeah,
now. Has she got a picture of a bird or something, or like a yellow bird on her profile? Maybe that's someone else. No, Lalina Music. Oh no, it's got Russian text with no followers. It's one of those spam accounts. Don't mind me. You can tell straight away when it's a spam account, hey? There's literally 0 posts.
Oh, 100%.
I hate that when that happens on social media. Do you recall the last spam message you've had?
Last spam message I had.
PG rated.
I get a lot of those ones that are like, we've sent you something in the post and like they haven't.
Yeah.
And like,
I'll tell you,
weird stuff.
I'll tell you a quick spam story. This, like 2 months ago, I want to say, all of a sudden my phone started buzzing every minute, like literally every minute. And it was saying, you've signed up to this, you've signed up to that, and all these like weird websites. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, why? So I found a way to block that, because there's obviously anti-spam legislation in New Zealand. You can forward it to the number 7726, and that reports the message.
Okay.
That reports the message to Internal Affairs. And as soon as I did that, it stopped, and I'm like, magic. And I found that quick tech tip through YouTube. So if anyone tells you that you can't learn a thing or two from the internet, tell them that story.
Yeah, YouTube's so good, It has everything you need, honestly.
It's the internet search engine, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
And in saying that, that's where you will type the words Amelia Power, and you should come across your wonderful channel, Amelia. Paradigm.
Oh, yes, yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah. Paradigm.
Yeah, there's a little music video on there. Yeah.
There's one video on there. So please subscribe and, get those counts up and views up. And we will do our best to expose your music to others. In fact, just the other week, Amelia, I think I was telling you backstage, is we finally, found a way to put the show on Spotify. So it's available now on Spotify. And that's cool. That's exciting.
Awesome. That's super cool.
It's just another avenue, isn't it? So I've noticed some people have like bookmarked that. So I hope that kind of picks up for people. And the good thing about that, I notice, is that I can actually tag the Spotify artist accounts directly per episode. So for me, as someone that's plugging New Zealand music, I find that actually really useful, because I want to get people to stream your music, right, and get you those royalties and stuff like that. So it's actually I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't think of that earlier. I don't know, but
Yeah, awesome. That's super cool. It's super cool, just what you're doing for independent artists in New Zealand.
Thanks.
Yeah, super cool.
Do you want to do like a radio plug right now, saying Amelia Power loves Kiwi Radio? I'll splice it. Go do it. I'll splice it into a ad.
Amelia Power loves Kiwi Radio.
There we go. Yeah, thank you. I've asked that before with a few artists, because sometimes I'm like, we have 3 seconds of I'll splice that, and there we go. Give you your 15 minutes of fame. I think you're an amazing singer-songwriter. I'm really excited to follow your journey. The fact that you're coming out to the big smoke to pursue your music, that's just another step to the era of Amelia Power. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And we wish you all the best for your journey. So please stay cool and stay creative. And I, for one, will be very excited about your next release and look forward to hearing more music.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me on. And it's been
you're
really
a champ.
lovely.
You're a champ. You're a champ. I think you're very, very cool. And in saying that, I will be closing tonight's show with Casey Penelope. I believe in ghosts, but yeah. And Amelia, before I go, we were going to have a challenge, right? But I think we've run out of time. I'm going to shorten the challenge, right? Pretend you're at a Japanese sake sushi bar and someone's like, Amelia, sing us a song, come on. And everyone's had a few drinks and you're like, I'm not that good, guys, I just sing in the shower, right? So you're there, we're building the picture here, and so you pick up the microphone. What is the karaoke song you sing, and give us a 10-second preview? Take it away. So
my go-to karaoke song and what I've done for gigs is Tennessee Whiskey. I love that song.
Oh my god, I love that song so much. It's so
yeah,
good,
like the
that
Chris
one.
Stapleton version. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and harmonize
so
with
yeah.
you. Let's do that. Just do the chorus.
Okay, so are we just doing like a cappella vibe?
Acapella, baby. And if there's any DJs remixes out now, this is your chance to splice this acapella, because it could be your moment.
Are we doing from the start or chorus?
We're at the karaoke bar, mate. This is it.
Okay, I'm gonna just do it from the start.
Okay, and I'll join you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom.
Oh yeah.
And brought me back from being too far gone.
Amelia Power, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. Oh yeah.
You're
as... I do a version of that too, by the way. I do markets, and I've got one coming up for anyone that's interested. I should probably plug that, but I go low. I go, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, and it's always that high bit where you go, you're as sweet as strawberry wine.
Nice.
I love that song. It makes me feel good, and I'm not an alcoholic or anything, but I don't know. There's something there's something about that song that just, I don't know. Like, to me, when I listen to the lyrics, it's like he's so thirsty for love or whatever is missing in his life that it just hurts it hurts to swallow. I don't know. That's just that's how I hear it. It hurts to swallow, even the mention of the name. But anyways, if you're interested in anyone, my next gig is coming up in Helensville Showgrounds, 63 Railway Street, Sunday, 16 March 2025. That's in Auckland, 10 to 1. And it's a free entries. You can support local market stalls and businesses. I don't know if you're in Auckland by then, but and if you're even nearby there, Amelia. But I'd love to have you on stage if you ever come around.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll text you the details, and it just kind of let it be. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. And so that's happening, everyone. So that is Helensville Showgrounds, Sunday, 16th of March, 2025. I want to take this moment as well, before I forget, to thank our wonderful sponsor, which is Musician Buddy. They're a free app that you can download, designed by Hawke's Bay tech app person who connected with the show and said, he wanted to sponsor the show, so thank you very much, Musician Buddy. Go check it out. It's a way for musicians to connect with audiences. Other than that, that's the only plug, and that is the show, and I will play Casey, and you did the challenge. Tick, tick, tick. That's my checklist done. Thank you very much, Amelia, for sticking around.
Thank you.
And squeezing that in. What an amazing version of... so you do bust out that song every now and then if you're playing gigs?
Yeah,
Nice.
It's my go-to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. I hope to see you live soon. It'll be good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you had fun. And you can drop the karaoke mic now and return to your seats. That was Amelia Power, everyone. You did well. What's that show where you turn the seat around when they've got a...
The Voice.
Yeah, I spun my seat around for you, Amelia. So
thank you.
So thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Hope you had fun, and please come again anytime, and stay cool, okay?
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
We'll leave it at that. I'm going to close the show now with Casey Penelme, which is another Kiwi artist, and Amelia and I both agree this is her best song. I believe in ghosts, but Kiwi Radio. Bye.
Ghost, but I ain't never seen one. I believe in life, cause I know that I'm living. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I know that you want me, but it's too late now. kinda like finding a ghost, and I know you'll fade away as soon as I get close. Can you give me a reason to believe you really want me? Don't keep me as a prisoner. I know you not known for this kind of thing. You keep playing your mind games and you keep on disappearing. Finding lost, finding a ghost. You fade away and nothing more, but now you're back. You're here to stay. You haunt me, baby, everywhere. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I believe in life, 'cause I know that I'm living. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I know that you want me, but it's too late now. Finding someone good is kinda like finding a ghost, and you know I'll fade away as soon as you get close. And you took all that I had, and you turned me into you, and you took all that I gave, and now I'm just see-through. I knew you, not unknown for that kind of thing. You keep playing your mind games and no keep on disappearing. Finding love, finding a ghost. I fade away, I'm nothing more, but now I'm back. I'm here to stay. I'll haunt your dreams until you wake. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I believe in life, 'cause I know that I'm living. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I know that you want me, but it's too late now. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I believe in life, 'cause I know that I'm living. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I know that you want me, but it's too late now. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I believe in life, 'cause I know that I'm living. I believe in ghosts, but I ain't never seen one. I know that you want me, but I'm a ghost now.
You're tuned into Kiwiradio.nz, and Casey is actually chatting with me right now. I'm telling her that I Believe in Ghosts, but is on Kiwi Radio, and the fact that she's an amazing, amazing songwriter that we need to plug every week. I think there needs to just be more listeners to that wonderful... Hey, Casey, how you doing?
Good.
Just a quick hello. I don't know if you're in like middle of a shower, but we're live right now, and Amelia Power and I were just bopping up and down to your fantastic song, I Believe in Ghosts. And I just wanted to call you to remind you that you're friggin' talented, and it's such an amazing song. That's it. That was the reason for my call, so I can hang up now. And unless you had a message for Amelia. Do you know her?
Yeah, I saw her at the Summer Sounds.
Nice. Do you have a message for her? Because she's going to be listening back to this.
You were really good at Summer Sounds.
I'll let her know. All right. Well, are you writing at the moment? Are you writing more music? What's happening with your music?
Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of just been like focusing on promotion and stuff at the moment, but yeah, I always write songs, so I'll be back to that soon.
Yeah, awesome. Well, stay cool, stay creative. I'll leave you to it. It's just a short call to let you know that really enjoying that song, and everyone should check it out.
Cool, thanks so much.
All right, see you later, Casey. Yeah, thanks for that random message. This is what happens when you start to rub shoulders with the very talented music community here in New Zealand, and you pat each other in the back and you go, good on you, mate. That's a lovely song you have. And yeah, that's cool. So thank you, Casey, for jumping on. I'd better say thank you for coming on. There we go. And that will be the show, guys. Thank you again to Musician Buddy for sponsoring the show. If you'd like to send music, the best way to do that is email kiwiradio@proton.me and just attach a MP3 file. And we'd love to spin your music. Coming up on the show, we have robots. What are they called? Robots something. Robots in Love. We have Havning joining us. We have G-Gen Press. A big long list that. Oh, Samantha Josephine will be back. A big long list that we've been booked for like a couple of months now. So please get in contact now to secure your slot, and we'd love to plug your music. Another way to get in touch with me is via Instagram, instagram.com/Kiwiradio.nz, and send a DM there. And do check out our new Spotify channel that we've opened up, where you can listen to the shows on that platform. All the links to our socials are available at the bottom section of the page at Kiwiradio.nz. Want to also say thank you to upfm.co.nz for simulcasting tonight's live stream, and for everyone listening. All right, till next time, have a good day, everyone. See you later.